AOC is tangling again with the party's base, party's left. You can put up C3 here. So there was an amendment. So she writes here, and I'll give you the background. She writes here, Marjorie Taylor Greene's amendment does nothing to cut off offensive aid to Israel nor end the flow of munitions being used in Gaza. Of course, I voted against it. Here she's referring to an amendment by Green that went after these kind of, like THAAD and the missile defense program that Israel uses. It got the votes of, I believe it was Rashida, Ilhan Omar, Summer Lee in Pittsburgh, and Al Green down in Texas. Those are the only 4 Democrats that voted against it. So there's a part at the bottom that's important where she says, I remain focused on cutting the flow of U.S. munitions that are being used to perpetuate the genocide in Gaza. And then think about that last line that she said there. So let's put up C4 again. So this is her kind of continuing to respond. She says, Google is free. If you're saying I voted for military funding, you are lying. Receipts attached. Drag me for my positions all you want, but lying about them doesn't make you part of the, quote, left. If you believe neo-Nazis are welcome and operating in good faith, you can have them. Which is kind of a criticism there of Summer Lee and Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar for voting for the Green Amendment and kind of an argument that she would never vote for anything put forward by Green no matter what. Setting all that aside, in her original statement, she says 2 things. She says she voted against this because it was defensive in nature, and she also says that Israel is carrying out a genocide. And I think that's just such an impossible thing to square in the same thought. If you do believe that Israel's carrying out a genocide, any support for that is support for that genocide, even if it's just these defensive weapons, because also the main
what are they using the defensive weapons for?
Right, Hamas is not actually firing rockets at them anymore. So it's Yemen is shooting at them to try to get them to stop the genocide, and they have said if you stop the war on Gaza, Yemen will stop firing missiles. And Iran responded to Israel after Israel attacked Iran.
Correct.
So the defensive weapons are so that Netanyahu can carry out another attack on Iran, which he told the Nelk boys he's going to do. He said the war against Iran is not over. You just had their military chief there saying war against Iran is not over. They're going to try to take out all their ballistic missiles. So they need a replenishing of their defensive weapons to carry out the offensive action that they want to carry out against Yemen. They are killing people by the thousands in Yemen due to malnutrition and they've destroyed the airport there so people can't get medical evacuations, so you can't get aid in. They destroyed the ports so you can't get fuel and aid in. People are dying like crazy in Yemen. And the purpose of the defensive weapons is so that they can carry out those attacks on Yemen and on Iran. So that's the part where I think it's just impossible to square those 2 positions. If you believe that that's what they're doing, then you can't support it. Yeah, even with the defensive weapons.
What's the bulletproof vest analogy?
Can you
say it? Because I think this is very good.
I think it was Caitlin Johnson, writer, responded to AOC, and that reply is getting a lot of attention. It's saying like, look, I don't support a school shooter, but I just purchased the bulletproof vest for them.
Yeah, and again, it collapses on its own logic because the U.S. defense umbrella in all forms, from the Americans striking the Fordo facility or whatever in Iran, to us using guided missile destroyers to defend them, to our funding of the Iron Dome, enables Israeli offensive action. If Israel is forced to feel the consequences of its actions, it will fundamentally behave differently. Yes or no? So this is where
they would probably not attack Iran.
They would not attack Iran. Never in a million years. They're going to blow up an Iranian embassy in Damascus. They're going to overthrow the Damascus government. They're going to bomb Iran. They're going to permanently occupy parts of Lebanon, Syria, the West Bank. They're going to murder Christian and Muslim residents with impunity. They're going to attack a Catholic church without the U.S. No, okay, no, never. And that's my point, is that this is why the MTG amendment was courageous in that they were like, no, we're done.
Right.
We're done with you. And from this point forward, you bear the consequences of your own actions. I thought that's what a lot of liberals agreed with.
Or pay for it yourself.
Yeah, hell yeah. You're a rich country, got universal health care. You pay for it, okay?
Right.
You cash and carry. Just like we treated the British during Lend-Lease 10 times worse than we treat the country of Israel. We bent them over a barrel and we said gold on the premises or fuck off. That's basically what we told Winston Churchill. People, go read a book about it, okay? Yeah. They complained a lot, actually. They're like, please give us credit. We're like, no, it's not happening.
You're going to destroy the British Empire.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. And we like it, all right? Yeah, exactly. And we did. We won.
Yeah. We're not a social work organization.
Yeah, the point, though, is that, there is a way to treat allies in a different way, even when you are selling them weapons. And, I don't even think we should do that at this point because of the way that they behave themselves. But, I mean, this entire thing is just a real window, Ryan, into her behavior and posturing, because I think she probably wants to run for Senate. And she thinks that a quote, anti-Israel vote like this would come back to bite her. But what's crazy to me is how do you square that in the Zoran Mamdani era? How do you square it when he got the most votes ever? And he didn't apologize for a damn thing. Stand your ground. Believe in something. And she wouldn't get punished. I think she would actually get more press out of it. I don't get it.
I don't actually think that this is political calculation. I think
she just believes this?
I think this is
stupid.
Yeah, that she believes that the Iron Dome is protecting civilians and that therefore you got to support the protection of civilians. I think it's. I don't think it's who knows? None of us even know why we do the things we do. So like trying to analyze why somebody else is doing the things they're doing is futile. But I do think that it's genuine rather than cynical, which doesn't make it better.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. It's completely missed.
And I got to run. So Saagar's
Ryan's got a
the
time.
Rest of the show.
I'll do the rest of the
thing I got to do. Saagar's got this under control.
I'm on it, brothers. Don't worry.
All
right. Thanks.
See you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, if you like that video, hit the like button or leave a comment below. It really helps get the show to more people.
And if you'd like to get the full show ad-free and in your inbox every morning, you can sign up at breakingpoints.com.
That's right. Get the full show, help support the future of independent media at breakingpoints.com.